Hi, this is Sweet June. I'm back doing part two of the video Classism, the harsh judgment of poor people. Just got done with my workout, so now I'm doing part two. And it's like I was saying, I care about the people that are on these programs. I don't necessarily have to be getting the programs to care about the people. I don't receive Section 8, but that doesn't mean that I can't care about the people that are receiving Section 8. There's a lot of children that are going to suffer as a result of all these cuts. And these people lose their Section 8, they lose the roof over their head, which means children are going to be homeless. So if you're a cold-hearted person and you don't care anything about children, well, God help you. But I just, like I said when I was reading some of my comments, it's really interesting how people wanted to assume a lot of things about me just based on that video. And some people was like, get a job, and I'm like, really? Where did I say it in the video that I wasn't working? I've stated in other videos that I work. I work in childcare. Work very hard. I stated in that video that I was working. I said it very clearly, said it very plainly that I was working. So why would you come on after? It's like I kind of wonder if they have a job. Something ain't right. Something ain't right upstairs. Because I clearly said in the video that I was working. So why would you come on here on the video and say get a job? Didn't you hear me say I was working? Well, I think people just want to. I think people just enjoy cutting people down, criticizing people, and judging people. They enjoy judging people to the point to where they don't care if they don't have all the facts, or even if the facts is presented right in front of them, they still come back with a very ignorant rebuttal, because that's ignorant. You heard me say I had a job, so why would you come out back and say get a job? Didn't you hear me say in a video that I had a job? And I mentioned in some of my other videos that I was working. Oh, I keep a job. I stay employed. Thank by the grace of Jehovah God, yes. I stay employed. But it's a lot of people that are working that rely on these programs. Contrary to what people believe, a lot of now I might do another video. I have to do a little research and come up with some statistics for you. I had to do a little research, but there are a lot of people that are receiving these programs that are working. They are working. And they're not just sitting up on the system, just bumming off the system. Now, there's some people that are doing that, but I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about the people that are actually working and receiving these programs. If you're working and you still have to get a little bit of assistance, it's not a handout, it's a hand up. The difference between a hand up and a handout is when you just you're not trying to do nothing. You're not trying to do nothing with your life. You're not trying to work. You're not trying to do nothing. You just always depending on somebody to give you something all the time instead of to get up and trying to earn it. That's a handout. A hand up is when you're working and you're out here doing the best you can. You're working hard and you're doing the best you can. You need a little help. That's a hand up. I don't have a problem with helping people that's willing to help themselves. I tell my son all the time, my oldest, I said, I don't mind you helping you if I'm able to help. Sometimes I'm not able to help. I don't mind helping you as long as you help yourself. As long as he's working and he's doing the best he can, then if I have it and I'm able to help, I don't have a problem with helping him. you know. But if he want to mooch and be lazy, no, I'm not going to be so quick to help you. And that goes for both of my sons. So you out here doing the best you can, and you got a family and you're doing the best you can. And you have to get a little assistance. That's not a handout. That's a hand up. Recognize the difference. So I just get tired of all the judgment. The Bible said, "Judge, and you will be judged by the same measure." Some of these people that are on here running their mouth, you might look up one day and I don't know, you might be unemployed. If you're punching a time clock, if you are punching a time clock, it's we just one or two paychecks away, all of us, and that includes me. We one or two paychecks away from being homeless or being unemployed or having no income coming in. Because if you're punching somebody's time clock and you're working for somebody else and you don't have your own business, there's always a possibility you can lose your job. Whether they're laying people off, they decide to outsource and move the company to another country, or sometimes you get fired over something stupid like racism. Or I don't know, my friend, he got fired one time because they said he had made a mistake, made too many mistakes, or made a couple mistakes, and he said they got rid of him. So you don't know why, they could, especially if you're dealing with a at-will employer. If you're dealing with an at-will employer, they can fire you and not tell you why they're firing you. Did you know that? If you're dealing with an at-will employer, they can fire you and they don't have to tell you why they're firing you. If the boss might say, well, I don't like the way she looked, and they fire you, and legally they don't have to tell you why they're firing you. So take a look at your policies. Are you working for an at-will employer? If you are, they can just get rid of you for any reason. They don't have to tell you why. So if you're punching the time clock and you're not self-employed, you can lose your job at any time. And it doesn't matter how much money you make. And you look up, you might need unemployment, you might need Section 8, you might need food stamps, whatever. During the economic crash, the great economic crash back in 2008, a lot of middle class people found themselves low class, unemployed, and it was millions of people that was not receiving food stamps that had to receive food stamps. Think about it. Be careful who you're judging. Be careful how you place judgment on people, because the same people that you're judging, you may look up and wind up in the very same situation. Something to marinate on. Something to think about. More interesting video topics coming up. This is Sweet June. God bless.